actually be surprised if they get a draft penalty for
Wait, what? What?
They set their team name to Blitz's feet, which is definitely incorrect.
5 seconds.
Weird. Can you show me
Radiant
this?
knows just who to pick here, I'll bet.
So I don't have to watch Dota.
No!
And I can have it open in my other window, please. Por favor.
I actually legitimately don't think I can because the
Really?
one time I did it before, it like fucked up my
Gosh.
computer in general.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just the draft right now. I don't know why we're casting this match. It means literally nothing in the context of the division.
It means everything.
If either of these teams 2-0, they're still lower bracket with no tiebreakers. Nothing changes. So
What if they won one?
nothing happens.
Really? I don't know what the...
I mean, it changes. Hold on, let me look.
They won one.
It changes the lower bracket matchup. So,
well, no, they go into tiebreakers for lower bracket.
No,
Don't they?
No,
don't they at all?
No, there's no tiebreakers for matchups within the upper or lower half.
But it's going to be a 3-way tie in the bottom bracket.
They have to get 8 wins to be in the upper bracket. It doesn't matter that there's a tie within the bracket.
Did he just go off the strength of schedule? I genuinely don't know how this works.
Well, I said this last season when someone brought up, why aren't we doing tiebreakers to decide matchups in playoffs? And I literally was like, I will quite literally throw those matches. That is the most meaningless tiebreaker. Like, it's not even worth, like, giving away anything the week before actual matches matter.
Hold up. Did they just... They gave Ed Bristle?
Yeah, looks like it.
5 seconds.
They did Disruptor. I mean, Grim Spirit Breaker. That's a good combo. They need They're gonna need a hero that builds Break, or you pick AA and do something.
Both teams don't know how to make banners. Let's point that out right away.
What the... Well...
Radiant gets the ban.
What happened to Ed's team name? What is Blitz's feet?
That's what I'm saying. They could legitimately get a penalty for not having their team set correctly. Because now when you look at...
it's not under the right team name. Yeah.
Because when you go on there, if you try to click on the team name profile on AD2L, you're gonna miss this series.
You have to actually click on the user profile or go to the actual series. Naga versus Bristle. Is that a good answer?
Radiant's up. Banning time.
I don't think so. I mean, she could go Diffusal, right? But
I thought it was. I thought pros picked it against Bristle.
Let me see. It does not stand out. In fact. Naga has a negative win percentage against Bristle, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't think they have a good answer to Bristle. Naga doesn't normally build Silver Edge either, right? So like, you're still not getting a break from Bristle. It's on Spirit Breaker, but that's going to be later. Naga's going to go Diffusal probably at least, but you could do. I don't think Bristle cares about Defu though. He does a little bit. Now he gets Bloodstone and then just pops Bloodstone. What if you can't pop it? I don't think Bloodstone has a mana cost, so you can always pop Bloodstone. People here for Danky. I don't know who Danky is. Danky King.
Weaver, Willow, Treant. So they need a mid. Both teams need a mid right now.
There are some stand-ins today. We have LT Nesonite standing in for
Dyer's
Pest
turn to pick.
Control, along
Radiant's
with God dang it, what's the guy's name? It's probably Danky. What's his actual name?
He joined the Discord. One second. Troll Bus? Who's Troll Bus?
Troll Bus, yes. Troll Bus 40 or
5
whatever. I don't see any stand-ins for golf.
No, it'd be really
let's
funny.
all click this Discord link that's in the chat.
It's all really. It would be really funny if Golf Wrensday beats Rodents and Hares, because it'll be the second time that Ness has lost to them. They would literally be the R&B kryptonite.
Holy shit, I just realized we're at 369 followers. Nice. This is the best number.
What is that banner?
It splits his feet.
Is it though? You can't tell. It's just ankles.
You can see the foot over there at least.
Are those tattoos on the foot?
No, those are sandals.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what the fuck?
Cave Johnson here. What are we doing here? Dota?
Yeah, you better be sorry for
All
bothering
these
me.
heroes, all these possibilities. I envy you, hero chooser.
No
Why can I
no
not?
surprises here. Alba playing Quap. Okay, I gotta figure out the ratios for this Factorio. Okay, so I might be AFK.
Banned.
Kind of.
Wasn't sorry enough. Oh, we have all 5 heroes. I haven't been paying attention to the draft at all, to be honest. I think Pest Control wins.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, I think Bristle's going to run the game over. I do think they have answers to Weaver, but I don't think it really matters. Just weaker heroes for golf. I don't think this Naga hero is nearly as good in comparison, and I don't think Pango is great. And Alba is playing one of the few mids that he actually knows how to play. Yeah, they've got answers for the heroes on golf, and I don't feel like golf has many answers for.
Now, what if they just throw?
I didn't realize Cheddar's not playing. Why is Cheddar not playing?
I don't know.
Is that who Trollbus is standing in for?
I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Doesn't actually make sense. Cheddar was
Cheddar-
in here
He
before.
probably has some match like sports things.
Sports?
Yeah, IRL stuff, you know. That he thinks is more important than Dota. The nerve, the audacity.
Alright, here we go. Game 1, Pest Control versus Golf Wrensday. We've got Thunder Horse playing on Willa. We've got Albatross on Quap and mid. Ed
That was unreal.
as Mora is playing Bristleback. Trollbus on the tree. And LT Nest Knight on Weaver, slow to come out of the base. And then for the side of golf, we have Ren on Naga, Phantom Jellybean on Disruptor, Hello Robotics on Spirit Breaker, Sir Thoticus on Grim, and Dooba Bear on Pango. Kind of funny that I feel like out of everyone on our team, Ed was always the most opposed to the stacking bottom, and Pest Control stacks bottom.
All right, gang. 30 seconds.
Maybe he's just like used to it from our games.
It's like ingrained into his head. You can remove him from rats and bunnies, but you can't remove rats and bunnies from him.
This is a really cool tree set. I like it. It's very, even larger than normal. Here we go.
Centaurs, wizards, Medusas, you're here because we want the best, and you are it. So, who is ready
Some
to
indecision.
defend some ancients?
It's going to ensure that there is no fight.
I do think bottom lane they have a very strong lane with Grim Spiritbreaker.
I
The
don't feel like
Inkswell and the charge is
I don't
actually
think that's a
terrifying.
strong lane into Tree Weaver. I don't think that's a strong lane.
I
at
think
all.
they can blow up the Weaver if Weaver makes one small mistake.
What am I
the
saying?
Speeder
It's
dies.
Ness. It's an easy lane. I'm just kidding. I don't think this is... I would take this matchup pretty heavily.
I'm just saying they do need to be careful because one small misplay from either of those heroes can result in their death very quickly. What team is Trollbus on?
He's
You
got the UR tag, so unrivaled. I don't know. I don't even know if they're playing this season. Lane Alba taking some damage, but is doing fine so far.
Man, if Cheddar was here, he'd be like, say something like, Ness is doing well in lane. It's no surprise he has an actual +5. Ness needs
That's
to
a
be
little iffy
careful.
right now, yeah.
Why? Sorry, I'm gonna try not to flame. But why do people throw their blood grenades willy-nilly?
And not for like go on. I didn't even see the blood grenade get thrown, so I don't know.
Top. Pause for it. Ricky, I'm talking about you. Don't throw your blood grenade if you can't get a freaking kill with it. Such a freaking waste.
Oh my god, Ness, please give us us. It's okay. Top lane Ed getting a little low. Thunder Horse is really far. I guess he was hunting the Disruptor.
That's Thunder Horse is Ricky, right?
Yes, should be.
Okay.
He's playing tonight, so.
I know absolutely nothing on mid matchups, but I feel like Pango should not be doing well in this mid.
I feel like it's kind of. I feel like it's bad for either person.
A little something extra for the enemy.
Getting a little low.
Precious bounty.
Thunderstrike. Oh, Ricky might make the boy pay. Oh, he's got that fairy fire. Not actually hitting anything with the problem there. Interesting. There's a little dive behind the lane onto Ness. Ness is stuck under tower now.
Like I said, Ness
And
needs
lost
to
his
be
courier.
careful.
Yeah, you were saying this lane was going well, but it doesn't really appear that way.
Nah, no, it's just maybe. It's still Ness laning, so. I think this is the most CS I've seen Ness have.
We'll charge on the Weaver here. Just get the one hit back. There is yet to be a first blood. We're 4.5 minutes in.
Ness does need to be kind of careful. He's... I swear.
He uses his abilities for CSing all the time and he doesn't actually get them.
And now he's dead. See what I mean?
I think it's insane to use Shikuchi in lane for last hitting as Weaver. You have
I think
an orb
if
block.
you're
Like,
you
he
need to use it.
He also isn't using his orb block.
You use Sakuchi to secure the range. If your 5 can't do it, and other than that, you gotta recognize that they have a team that can go on you. So
I'm
you
glad I'm
need to
watching this so I can tell Ness to actually. He needs to. You need to turn your autocast off on this ability. You do not last hit with the Shikuchi. You do it with Dominate.
Well, it depends, because like you can secure.
I think it's the equivalent of using Faceless Void Time Walk to get to a range.
It's not.
break.
It's not. So
It's your escape though. It's your escape against a Grim Spearbreaker.
Let me finish what I was going to say.
Okay.
Okay. There's 2 things you use that ability for in the laning phase. One, it's for you to secure the range creep if your pause 5 can't do it easily. In which case this is Tree. It doesn't have the best like range burst to get the This is what I'm talking about. This is the scary part. He doesn't have the best. Ness is dead. But yeah, he doesn't have the best way to secure the range creep, so you can use Sakuchi to secure the range creep. In a lane where you have Grim and Spearbreaker, you need to be saving Sakuchi as your escape. But I don't think it matters in this lane, to be honest.
I think it absolutely does.
They just don't. He
used it. He didn't use it to secure a range creep. He used it to try to get the last hit on 2 melee creeps.
Right, but he just died from like full HP because of Grim, Ink Swell, and Spearbreaker charge under tower. Like I don't think it matters.
I think he had died before and then he just died again. I seriously think this is a good lane. Tree Weaver into Spearbreaker Grim.
Maybe, but I still think it's dangerous for the Weaver at all points.
I mean, I think the aggression is on the tree. The tree should just be non-stop hitting the breaker.
Yeah, I agree.
They want him. There's Inkswell. A little telegraph though. I don't know if it's gonna matter. They're just gonna kill him.
This is see.
No, they got the breaker. They got the breaker. I feel like they really telegraphed that on golf, like really badly.
I think you need to charge from outside of vision, or else that's just gonna keep happening.
Yeah, he sat there stopped under the creep wave for like a full second, and Tree started to walk over because he realized that the charge was gonna happen. Philip secures the invis creep or invis rune in mid.
They also kind of misplayed that. They didn't pop the Grim stun in time, so Ness was able to get the silence off earlier. Which I feel like you can't allow that to happen. Oh, here they go.
Here we go again. They don't care about the previous one. They got a disruptor here. Time lapse is up. There's gonna be a TP as well.
And they're dead. They're really misplaying. Like, the silences are too late. The Grim isn't in position for that go on. Like, if Grim got that silence off earlier, Ness would be dead. Now they can just go on them. Yeah. Oh, no. Brambles miss. Never mind.
The rightmost bramble.
Dyer's top tower,
Or not
No,
the
that's not
rightmost,
true.
the right center bramble.
That's not the issue there. He placed it not far enough back behind.
You just
he had
put the
plenty
right
of
center
opportunity.
bramble on top of them.
You don't have to put it on top. You can place it like slightly in front.
But still, you could do the easy way.
Radiant's middle tower.
You got that kill? Nice. This is rocking this lane now.
I'm disappointed in this Willow.
If you're in the
A
vicinity
true
of Dyer's
Willow
top
would have
tower,
stolen
I'd
that
put on
kill.
hard.
Troll bus ulted creeps, that's okay. It was kind of risky for him to be there anyways.
He ulted the Grim. He got the Grim ult.
No, I don't think he did.
Yes, he did. The Grim
He did?
is rooted. Yep,
What?
yep, 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 yep.
Of Dyer's top tower, I'd
Gosh, purple.
I didn't see like anything around him. I thought that's all new.
Blind. I'll make sure everyone gets the praise they deserve.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
This Willow's trash.
DD rune on Pango. Trying to pressure a little bit with it.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating. Dyer's top tower just
Top lane goes down to Ed, who's
Radiant's middle tower is hanging
gonna
Free.
join the
Just
solo
have a-
XP for now.
Free lane. 82 last hits. Highest net worth in the game by a wide amount.
I cannot believe he has this on autocast and laning phase. That is, can you? It's like putting frost arrows on autocast.
Oh, he actually has. That's mind-boggling to me because you don't want to use it accidentally on like right-clicking a creep that doesn't need to get.
Well, even more
like,
than that,
it can screw up your last hitting. Ness, please.
using frost arrows on autocast, or worse, actually.
Just like.
Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a
Little
hard.
kill top on Naga that I completely
About to be
missed.
A pile of smoking rocks.
They didn't even use Sonic Wave.
Guys, who is
Radiant's middle
Danky? I don't
tower is
actually know
hanging
who
on by a
Danky is. Tell me who Danky is, and I will
Co-op is dead?
put them on screen more.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a
Oh,
That's
my.
Danky?
Oh.
Okay, well, we watched Danky die. Alba's Danky.
Alba's Danky?
Radiant's
Willow's
middle
dead.
tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Huh?
You pay for this.
Pango's and Missing Swashbuckle, name a better combo.
Choice, but yours.
There's
He-
a death
he
that I
hit
missed
him.
again.
Had me, didn't
He hit
you?
him with one.
Yeah, that's still a hit.
Radiant's throwing all
Every
they've
little
got
bit
at Dyer's
counts,
bottom
okay.
tower.
Now, if this was a real Willow player, they would be getting Midas right now.
Ed's looking to complete that Ags, and he usually starts being significantly more aggressive once that's completed, and he's getting close. 1200 away. Nice vision down for the Dire side. Both spots in the jungle, but nobody's in the jungle right now. Everybody's in the lanes.
I need to be. Gosh, I'm distracted by Dota. Oh, they're going bottom.
Last brick.
They're looking for a kill bottom.
You can
So it's
tell
kind of
Dyer's
crazy
middle
to me that
tower
Ness is
is
still in
troubled
this
the way it's
lane.
being
I feel like you
destroyed
should be
as they
leaving
speak.
it.
You know, Weaver's kind of a safe hero, so he does like staying a little longer than most, but this is definitely gonna be a little long. A little long.
I'm just mean like there's no reason to stay in this lane at this point.
I mean, it's kind of like Lifestealer, right? If you can safely be in a lane, you can.
But it's
You get
not
that.
Lifestealer because it's Weaver and Weaver's squishy. Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Standing on its last
Yeah, sure.
brick. Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower. Oh, they still got one.
See if a fight actually breaks out here.
Dyer's middle tower
You
is
have
taking
Bristleback.
one hell of a beating. Dyer's middle tower is stone dead.
Spearbreaker's just gonna charge away.
Dyer's middle
Gonna
tower
run
is
into
full.
Alba,
That thing is standing on its last
trying to
brick.
connect. They bring
Oh.
Quap back.
Pop dead.
A very dead Quap.
Wrap! Oh no! One second, I'll be right back.
Troll Bus going Medallion this game. Does have a Weaver. Get to amp damage a bit there. Actually, pretty much everybody's physical damage, so it's really... Their entire team is physical. I agree, Quap does need to play better.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
I think this bottom tower is probably going to fall. Alba and Troll Bus are here. And they're going to go in on Hella Robotics, but there's more numbers to the side of Golf Wrensday. Good Scream's going to bring down the Spirit Breaker in the return, though, and probably maybe going to get more. Maybe overestimated because the Disruptor's also here, but now we have the numbers. Ness is going to get a kill here, probably, if you can. Yeah, that's enough.
Back, sorry. Grab side.
Working on that Deso this time. Got scolded last time for going the Maelstrom. I mean, you gotta go Deso this game. Your team is almost entirely physical damage.
I think Ness likes to go Maelstrom because it's a farming item and you like say it creeps.
Well, good on him for recognizing that it's a good Deso game. Superbreaker does have Midas up. They're gonna try to go on the Superbreaker here. He's got to charge in 3 seconds. Can he charge out of here? There's an overgrowth, but he's too close to get it off. Oh no! They missed the ability. Oh no! Get him! Get him!
Oh! He couldn't.
They're not gonna get him.
They're not
They're
gonna
gonna go
get
on
him.
Disruptor, and they're gonna be stopped. And Pango's here.
They're kind of getting
Getting
pulled around.
yanked around here, yeah.
But Radiant's bottom tower is getting
There's actually a fight going on bottom that I'm not going to see, but Naga's going to go down to Weaver, it looks like. Nope, she got out.
No.
Barely got out.
If Naga died to Weaver solo, that would have been sad. I feel like that's a matchup that you don't lose. Weaver does have Shard. So all Weaver needs to do is finish the Deso and then farm.
You're a beautiful person with a charm.
Did end up going down.
And it shows.
It's having a game.
I feel like Disruptor's not good this patch.
It's not the greatest. I mean, it still fulfills a role, and I think they saw the Quap, right? Is that why they picked it? Or the Weaver. It's good against Weaver.
I guess. But I mean,
It's good against
Weaver
both,
should be
both
getting.
those heroes.
I feel like it's just like meh.
It's pretty good. Because you can...
Nah.
The Glimpse and the Silence, like, both those are very
You just get Yules. You can
But then you're
upgrade the
going,
Yules
but then you're
to
getting
Wind.
Yules. Like,
Yeah, but no, Wind Waker is like probably one of the strongest items.
You have a lot of things you're using Yules for this game, to be fair.
That's why I said Wind Waker.
No, I'm sorry, there's a lot of things. They already have a Grim, a Spirit Breaker. Like, there's a lot of things you're having to worry about, so... The Disruptor is one of those things.
Nah. I
There's
think
never
better heroes than
anything... Look,
Disruptor.
it's same thing with, like, BKB and things, where it's like, oh, they could just buy BKB and not have to worry about it. It's like, right, but they do have to worry about it, because they need to get a BKB, you know? Make them get the item. Making them get the item and use it is still a good use, or a good thing to do. I don't know how I'm wording this.
Ed has no fear right now.
Should have a little bit of fear. Just used his ult. He's got 4 heroes around him. He's not aware of that. He's getting hit by the Pango, who's got a Diffusal Blade. He's going to be trapped in the Disruptor Silence, but that might not be enough. He is kicked back from the Spirit Breaker. That's a very good Spirit Breaker ult. And the fear is going to come out a little late.
That was kind of crazy. Do they have any vision up there? No.
No.
And his team was in there. So it wasn't like they were going to go on them.
Spearbreaker charge here. And Ness is just gonna keep hitting the tower. He knows that he's safe. I mean, he saw a bunch of people in mid not long ago, so. Dark Willow just used every single one of her abilities for the creep wave. Which is fine. It's fine.
That's normal. What do you mean every single? And terrorize?
She used her other ult.
You're a beautiful
Bedlam?
person with a
Bedlam,
charming
yeah.
personality.
Yeah, that's very normal.
What weather
No, I mean,
Willow-
it's abnormal to use all three of your abilities. So.
No. No. Using Bedlam, Curse Crown, and Bramble is very normal. You don't
one
have a
creep
good
wave?
way. Yes, you don't have a good way of clearing creeps as Willow. Like, it is very hard for you to clear creeps. So you'll just use your abilities, and they're all relatively low cooldown, so it's like not that big of a deal.
And it's going to be glimpse back away from the Spearbreaker.
I will defend Ricky on his spell usage as Willow. You just don't understand the plight that Willow players have to deal
I
with.
think you just use Bedlam and it kills them.
Nope. Use all three.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. Dire's top tower is really taking a beating.
Now
I
this
think I
was
wanted to
kind of
trade
crazy.
towers right now.
I don't. I would be hesitant to
Middle tower
use
just got smashed all
Bedlam
to hell.
when you're pushing an objective,
Don't look
because
down.
a fight can fight out at any point.
You're gonna go on Phantom Jelly Bean in mid lane. Gonna take him down with the Scream. The team did not want to respond to that. Looks like they're kind of in dodge mode right now. They're not wanting to engage.
Who has the Yules? Did
Don't look
Quap
down,
Yules
but Radiant's
herself?
bottom tower
Why?
is getting obliterated.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of funny.
Ness got this Deso and he hasn't been in a fight.
Yeah,
Dire's
zero
middle tower is in trouble
zero
with the way it's being
stack.
zero
destroyed
stacks
as
on
we
it.
speak. Dire's middle tower is taking one hell of a beat. Radiant scanning around for enemies with their odd-looking, bulging eyes. Ugh, I'm
I
sorry.
seem to know Ness is proud.
I think it matters. They're just gonna cut the wave.
Dire's middle tower is taking
They're
one hell of
TPing
a
back.
beat. If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
They're not gonna have a creep wave to push this tower, so it's kind of pointless.
Looks like the Dire figured out where
Kind of
Radiant's
weird
top
that
tower
poor Weaver doesn't go treads. I feel like
Weaver does.
Dire is kicking
well,
sweet
Core Weaver
Radiant's
does.
bottom tower.
Ness told me that apparently the build is to not go boots on him.
Well, Ness
Looks like
likes to go
Radiant's top tower
Ags
is
on
getting torn
CK
down.
first item.
Probably
Okay?
asbestos.
I think I might believe him though, because I think I remember a TI match where Weaver didn't have boots.
I am not a betting man, unless it's
It doesn't matter on support Weaver, like you don't get boots, but like
But if I
you
was,
feel that lack of movement speed when you're not Shikuchi, and I do think that slows your farm down quite a bit. And you might as well like take the stats right and the attack speed.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower has kicked the concrete bucket. Dire is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower. I am not a betting man.
They're gonna go high ground.
Football, horse racing, Radiant's
They know that
but if I was,
this team has not been showing up to defend, so they're trying to get them to actually come back to do
standing on
something.
its last brick. If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
I think the issue with what's the
Dire
team?
is kicking
Pullover
sweet
robotics.
hell out of Radiant's bottom
What is
tower.
it?
Hello, Golf Wrensday.
Golf
Hello,
Wrensday.
Wrensday. Here's a song initiation. Gets trapped in the bramble.
Oh.
They start the disruptor ult. This is a good play. The ult down as well. Ness is really not taking any damage during all this. He was able to get the rewind off. But now he's taking some damage. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Oh, he tries to get the kill, but the pop on the Grimstun. They are going to bring down Dubu. There's 3 down, 4 down for the side of Pest Control. Now Ed's going to try to do some cleanup, but there's going to be a Spirit Breaker charge at 3 seconds. Also a little bit of lag there.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the issue with Wrensday's draft is the fact that they have 2 late games.
A gift from the tempest of battle. Don't look now, but
The
Radiant's
issue or
bottom
the
tower is
good
getting
thing about their draft?
obliterated. Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of funny.
Issue. It means that they can't fight early. They also don't have the best supports to pair with the Pango.
I like the Grim Pango. It's fun.
I don't think it's enough damage to 100 to 0 somebody. That's the thing.
Radiant scanning for enemies. Or maybe for
So it's
friends.
not a very strong combo.
Ness finally has 2 stacks on the Deso.
He's doing it.
Gonna end up seeing they drag the creep wave towards Roche. So if Golf doesn't know that Roche is going to be done, I don't know what to tell them.
They're smoked.
There's also wards here. This is actually kind of insane, vision-wise. Like the creep wave saw, they're gonna get these wards down, but it's kind of late. But they're too slow to respawn here. This is kind of crazy how long it took for them to get over. They were smoked for a good bit. And the overgrowth is going to keep them locked down so they can actually make a fight happen here. Ness is going to have a second... No, it's not Ness. Bristle took the Aegis. Why did Bristle take the Aegis? I think that's a really poor decision. They are going to chase down pretty much everybody here.
About to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Am I wrong? Is that crazy to put it on Bristle? Bristle shouldn't be dying.
Yeah. Ness does this weird thing where he likes to give the offlaner the Aegis, even though he's on a super squishy hero.
I mean, literally, look what happened when they went high ground. Like, Ed was the only person that survived.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand.
Ed still has the Aegis, so he's going to go up and take this tower real quick.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way
Can he take it?
As I speak.
This is very funny. This is very funny. He needs one person to hit it with him. There he goes. There it goes. Bloodstone is on cooldown now. This is crazy to keep hitting this. There's 5 heroes up.
He has Aegis.
He does have Aegis. He does have Aegis. Yeah, he's just gonna. They're gonna use the A's like this.
Dyer's middle barracks just back. And so the
He can't hit
And
it.
Weaver's gonna
because
get to the fight as well.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. It's kind of funny.
What the fuck is the Spirit Breaker build? He's
Midas
doing
offering.
BKB.
That's the,
no, that's normal. Like, I'm talking he has Shivas and Heart queued up.
Don't look now.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what you go.
You can look, it's kind of funny.
They need a Silver Edge for the Bristle. This Bristle just won't die.
Dyer's middle barracks just fell.
I feel like that's the story of their comp as well. They're kind of like ignoring what Road's Vickers actually has and didn't really answer anything. They're literally staring at this bristleback take all their buildings and can't do anything about it. They can charge on Weaver or go on Weaver.
Weaver has Lincolns, so they're not going to actually be able to charge.
What? They're not doing anything. Okay, now they finally go. They wait for half the racks to be down. Big overgrowth is going to separate their tracks, but it is a good combo from the Disruptor and the Grim. They're trying to bring down Quap. They're not going to get anybody. The screen is going to go absolutely nowhere. But this might be the end of the game. They do have buybacks available. There come the buybacks. Spearbreaker charging in, likely to his death. You have no buyback on the Spearbreaker. Song is going to be popped to get Ren out of there. Snaga's got a... Oh, they just called GG. They don't have a way to stop the bristle. They still haven't even popped the Aegis on him. I like how they're running back as if like it was a that was a weird game.
I just felt like they picked a slow lineup, like a too late game of a lineup versus a too early game of a lineup. Like you're just not gonna win.
I feel like they just have weak heroes in general, and it's okay to pick weak heroes if it's in response to the enemy heroes, but I don't understand how these heroes are a response. I mean, Disruptor is good against Co-op and Weaver, but like the Pango and I mean, it's Dubu's like best hero, so I get it. And the Naga and I don't know, it feels very aimless.
Yep.
They have this on 2-minute delay or 5-minute delay?
Should be a 5-minute.
It actually defaults to 2 when you open a lobby.
Oh, really? That would be pretty funny.
The majority of teams actually run the 2-minute and don't realize.
Interesting.
But at least they remember to ticket their games.
Yeah, can't be said for R&B.
Dota's been doing this weird thing where if it's not ready for the game, it won't have you wait at the waiting screen. It'll say players connecting and just won't actually connect. It's very bizarre.
At least I can focus on Factorio now.
All right, I'm going to go to a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we are back with game 2, and we see already
10
some
seconds left.
updates in the draft with a ban of the tree.
Radiant's up. Banning time.
Yeah, that bottom lane was so weird. They were handily winning, and then they just started diving
10
too
seconds.
far.
Yeah, they messed
5
up
seconds.
their
4,
combo
3, you got it.
several
Radiant gets the ban.
times.
Dire gets the ban.
Good to just get rid of the tree. Don't have to worry about it.
10
Does
seconds.
make things easier.
All right, Dire's turn. Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet.
Chaos Knight. Does anybody play Phoenix on rodents?
I feel like it's not too difficult to play, and I feel like every pause 4 should be able to play it.
10 seconds.
Do pros run it as 4 or 5?
They
5 seconds.
run it as 5, 4, or 3.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily too important either way. Hero doesn't need gold, but it does need XP very badly.
Dire gets the ban.
Necro. They're gonna ban the AA here, right?
All right, Dire
It's a
gets the
very
ban.
interesting response.
They banned the Phoenix, so I'm guessing they didn't have a Phoenix player.
Or they think Necro's their response.
I don't think that's a response.
That's what's in your heart.
Necro. Why
Radiant's up.
Necro?
Dire's turn to pick.
Bear attack is followed, which completely ruins the follower count being 369. Thanks for ruining that. And they still do the AA. They get their time.
What? Oh, they picked the AA.
They pick the AA.
I don't think you do this. I don't think there's a world where
10
you should do
seconds left.
this.
Wow.
AA is
8,
purely a counter pick. You don't pick it unless
5
you
seconds.
see something that you're countering.
It is
on the enemy
not
team.
bad against CK, though. So
It's
at
not
least,
good.
At least it's fine there.
AA just gets instantly deleted by a Chaos Knight.
This did just literally
Dire's
happen in our
choice.
series.
Let's give him a second.
Yes, but I was playing AA.
No. Where they picked, they made the same mistake that you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
They
Okay.
picked Necro and then they picked AA.
Yeah, you don't.
Like, it was the
you don't
exact
do
same
this.
setup and everything.
You don't do this. This is dumb.
Seconds.
You should only be picking
Radiant's turn to
AA
pick.
if it's a counter. If it counters something on the enemy team. If it counters something on your team, you should be banning it. Like, what does AA do against Jakiro, Shadow Demon, Chaos Knight? Like, it does freaking nothing. None of these heroes care about AA.
I think it's okay at CK. The other two supports are good
seconds.
into it for sure.
The only saving grace for AA is
5
Ice
seconds.
Vortex right now. It amps the Necro damage. It will amp any other magic damage if they combo it with something else. But like on its own, its ult is useless right now. Like I say useless, but it's his ult is not good enough to be just picked.
And it's
You're
interesting because
picking-
they had the time to ban it, and they instead
yeah. I think you just
they
ban
think
it.
Grim was the risk apparently.
I'm getting tilted.
Radiant's up.
Incoming 1-1.
Tide Hunter.
Tide Hunter. This is literally the lane that we ran. The AA Tide. I don't know if that's actually going to be the lane, but
I don't think it's not a good lane. I don't think
10 seconds.
it doesn't do enough. Why Tide?
Tide is
5
good into
seconds.
CK.
Is it?
Yeah. It's one of the better heroes, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. sure I'm right about that.
See, if this was me, like I don't know if Wrensday will first phase the Primal, but I feel like you don't ban Primal and you leave that open and you take the Primal here instead of the Tide, because I think Primal's better than Tide in every way.
Tide is one of the top counters to. It's actually the top off lane counter, I believe. I mean, I think the idea there is just a big disable ult and nice little AoE that reduces damage. Can build those physical damage tank items pretty well.
BRB.
5 seconds. All right, Dire gets to ban.
Pudge.
Radiant's up, banning time.
Pudge, that does not feel like a good hero, and it's a core Pudge? This is a mid Pudge? That feels absolutely terrible into a Witch Doctor AA.
10 seconds, just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry.
I guess you have magic damage resistance, but a lot of their damage isn't even magical, even though they have the AA and Necro, and then you're going to get your healing neutered. I don't know, it's wild. What do you think about core Pudge?
I think it's awful.
I agree.
10 seconds.
5
seconds.
Now the AA is good because it's going against Pudge. They countered themselves by picking the Pudge. I do not understand.
Yeah, Rodents actually has some nice damage variety here as well. I hope they pick a physical damage carry that can also partner with the Tide and everything. But they have nice split damage where they can obviously neuter the Pudge's healing, but also do physical damage.
I feel like this Pudge just doesn't have a game with Witch Doctor AA. It cannot do anything. Maledict and then AA ult, you're just dead.
All right, Dire's turn.
We need a Ness hero.
Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet.
Behold the horn of
Magnus.
Is it Luna? He likes Luna to CK.
Yeah, that's true. I think Luna does a lot for them, actually.
10 seconds.
I like the Luna pick.
We're starting in 5 seconds.
If they
with or
pick
without
Luna.
you. Cave Johnson, who is ready to
Templar.
TA. That's fine. It's another physical damage. Not. It's actually terrible. What? Actually, it's actually awful.
What the flip?
They have a Jakiro and a Pudge.
Why? Who is making the calls for these heroes?
I mean, that one's probably Ness, to be fair.
And he doesn't have somebody say no.
Yeah, I mean, this is the most classic. I mean, now you put this Jakiro in the lane against the TA, and she just literally doesn't have a lane. She can't ever use refraction.
I do not understand why you would pick TA.
Yeah, that is a Teletubby. That's Cheddar Bear, I believe.
Wait, what?
I think that's Cheddar Bear in the Teletubby.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The banner.
I just no.
He has a shotgun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hate both drafts. They were both terrible, and I hope both teams lose.
Me too. I think rodents and hair, whatever pest control, the draft was fine until the TA pick. Although I still hate the freaking.
So the TA is bad because it's hard countered, but if they can just simply be better, it is kind of what they needed as far as physical damage amp. So at least there's that.
I feel like Luna was
a lot of pressure. All on your
Introduction to the team for the side of Golf Wrensday. We've got Hello Robotics on Magnus, Phantom Jellybean on Jakiro, Ren on the Pudge, Duba Bear on CK, and Sir Thoticus on Shadow Demon. Then for the side of Pest Control, we have Alba on Necro, Thunderhorse on Witch Doctor. Thunderhorse is Ricky Azamora, which is Ed on Tide Hunter, Nest Knight on the TA, and Trollbus on the AA.
Will you come mid and hold hands with me?
So this is a lane. This is a AA TA lane.
What?
That doesn't feel right.
Heads up, 30
Doesn't
seconds.
feel right.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't really pick a good lane combo for the TA in general, so they're up. They want to fight this time. They see them, right? They saw the tree get cut, now they're running away. That might have been a really bad move to do that. Now they're not in position for any runes. They need to get a kill here. Ren could be the kill. I think you start Gush in this situation, but they're still gonna get a kill either way. Does not matter.
You're a beautiful person with a charming
They are gonna lose the runes though. Lot of Dota plus XP coming out for Ren. Fantastic. Oh, he's actually going to be in the lane. Safe lane. This is a safe lane Pudge. Ren, normally the mid, was the mid last game. No, was not the mid last game. What am I talking about? He was the safe lane. I don't know what I'm talking about. Somehow Ed still gets the rune. I do not understand how that happened. I don't understand why that happened. He's going to use his blood grenade to do absolutely nothing because he's hitting a tide with nobody else there. Already used all his abilities.
For the temple.
Why is the Jakiro not matched up against the TA? Everything, I hate everything. You're gonna, he's gonna get Kraken Shell. I'm, okay, we're gonna settle down.
Getting tilted.
Everybody settle down.
I think you're getting
Well, I
tilted.
just, do they not, do they know that, because they did pick the TA in, are they not thinking of the Jakiro as a counter to TA? Maybe, because they didn't pick it into TA, so maybe they're just unaware of that matchup. Big hook onto Ed. This could be a big kill for them if it goes off, and it is. Why in the world is there an offlane CK, safe lane Pudge in this match?
You just don't have a mind for the game, Purple.
This match, like this lane, if it was a Pudge Shakiro, can you imagine how unplayable of a lane that is for TA? I just have no idea. I'm gonna get that range creep. Alba and Hello Robotics are just trading farm ended. Probably nothing gonna happen in this lane. It's very boring right now. Missed the pull, unfortunately. Ness is gonna miss. Oh, got one last hit.
Oh no.
That weirdly did not pull because the creep died. That's funny. Now Ness is gonna try to pull again, and Troll Bus is going to stop the pull. Smart play, disrupting the enemy at pull. I said Ness is gonna go for the pull and Troll Bus is gonna disrupt it. Good play, disrupting the enemy pull. Oh, mid lane, I said nothing was gonna happen. That's not true because if you think it's gonna be a boring lane, don't worry, Alba will die somehow.
Think he loved me.
Ooh, mistook. They might go on now. Big counterplay available.
Did they miss Maledict?
It
They
looked
missed
like, yeah,
Maledict.
they missed a Maledict. That's what happened. Unfortunate. This Pudge is still low. Bottom lane, AA goes down. I pretty much missed the majority of that. I did see his body fall lifeless on the ground. There was an attempt at a pull, it looks like. Unfortunately, the crane equilibrium is going to be super screwed up now. TA does get a point in the refraction, and if only there was a Pudge secure in this lane to make sure that was a useless ability, but there is not. So...
Clearly not.
Robotics is charging. Alba goes for the charge back. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, top lane, we lose Witch Doctor. There is a Maledict on Pudge, but it doesn't look like enough damage has gone on him to... Well, I say that, and then he takes another hit, but Maledict is gone now. He's gonna limp back. And he's gonna get a Lotus so he can stay in the lane.
Regeneration.
Witch Doctor hunting, but is pulling the creep wave with him. That was not the best. Bottom lane, chasing after Shadow Demon a bit here. Troll Bus getting some damage out on it. And Necro has come bottom with ult, needs to actually use the ult, does get it off. CK goes down. We get our first side stack. Magnus is going to answer. Not going to use the RP, does cancel it. And is regretting the decision to come down here.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Tide and Pudge are the highest CS in the game.
A pile of smoking rocks. Things are looking dire for Dire's bottom tower. Wow, that was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble, though.
Oh my goodness, I'm just missing kills left and right.
That thing is standing on its last brick.
Did he get the Wisdom Rune? No, he did not. Mid lane, charge back on Necro. Is this going to be enough? It looks like it's going to be. Good rotation from Jakiro.
Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower. Oh, they still got one.
There's an error on Alba when he's TPing. That was weird. Is that a cosmetic or is that an error?
Yeah. It's for... It was for the TI thing. Now it's kind of broken.
Top lane, we have a Hasten Magnus coming on to Tide here. He needs to actually get in front of him, and Ed's actually body blocking him, not letting him get in front. Still gonna get it off here, but a huge Maledict with Coconut might get the return kill. Likely gonna get the return kill. So not too bad. Rotation with a rune, and you end up trading. Bottom lane, we're wanting to put some damage out on the Ness. He's got the refraction up. There's 3 poison stacks on Ness. Ness needs to be careful. 4 now. Now 5. This is really bad. Ness needs to pay attention to that number that's over the top of his head.
He's dead.
They don't get enough.
What?
He popped it and it wasn't enough. And now it's gonna be a trade of the supports. But Ed has the meter hammer completed. I don't know why Ness was flirting with that there, but he's fine.
You have refraction up. No danger thing.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Thanks.
Have another extended laning phase here, which is normal in Ed games for sure. Ness is somehow way down in the net worth charts. Did just pass CK. Thought they're having a good lane down here.
It's Ness.
Pops the ult to get rid of the cold feet, and now he's gonna be banished into disruption. 3 stacks on him. It's not quite enough. There's no reality rift or anything to pull him back. Demon gets a 5th stack. This is a big problem, but the pop is on a refraction, so. CK going in on to the AA, and CK thinks he's going to tank the cold feet. Oh, big RP in the middle of Macrofire. The rotation is beautiful, but the Ravage counter under the tower, they're taking a ton of damage. Maybe not the best place for the RP combo. Oh my goodness, Robotics tries to go for the charge and just dies, so it's a 4 for nothing.
It's so bad.
Very bad.
With a charming personality.
It looked cool with the Macrofire RP, but it was all under the tower and they had the Ravage.
Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows. It's like the Dire figured out where Radiant's top tower is.
Gentle reminder that neither of these teams is playing for any advantage whatsoever. This is a completely useless game that honestly could have been completely forfeited by either team.
Radiant's middle tower
It's the principle of the matter.
Just want to remind the people what's on the line here. That's nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I'll be working on that Radiance.
Coin for me.
Looks like Dire's top tower
Should be a
is
pretty
in
good
trouble.
Radiance game. Obviously the blind is nice against CK. If you're close to Magnus, disrupting any blinks is nice.
Dire's top tower is really taking a beating. Dire's top tower just went brick belly up.
Meteor Hammer gonna hit onto Pudge. Nothing's gonna come of that.
Radiant's middle tower
Mid
is
lane.
about to be a pile of smoking
Could be a
rocks.
go on the Phantom Jellybean here. A lot of damage coming out. Cold Feet likely gonna get them. They do also get a kill in bottom lane on Shadow Demon. Witch Doctor picks up the kill.
Ness has Deso? Is that correct? So he's getting charges?
No, he has Shadow
No?
Knights. He's
Oh,
working on
okay.
Disso.
Dyer's middle tower has kicked the concrete.
Sorry, I just assumed that most carry players would have Deso at this time.
They win Dragonlance. He's not super far. He's not behind.
We do a little troll.
We're doing a little trolling. Could be trying to hunt for this Witch Doctor bottom, but I don't think they know he's here.
Dyer's scanning all
A
over
ward
for
is going to see him.
Dyer's top tower is
Maybe. I actually don't know if they caught him there.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Looks like Pest Control is going to be content to like counter push though, because it's only a tier 1 being threatened, and they're pushing a tier 2 in the top lane. They've got the Meteor Hammer, so.
Tower is getting obliterated. If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard cap. That baby is coming down. Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Ed is working on the Greaves.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby
Pretty
is
good this
coming
game. Got a lot of stuff to purge.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can
Both
look. It's kinda
teams
funny.
slow rolling these towers right now.
Radiant's
Mid
middle
tower is
is
also
hanging on
being
by a
threatened
brick.
though. I think they've kind of given up on top. They're not content with the speed that's going. They did make them use the glyph. Pudge is close to Ags, 800 away. It's actually the top net worth in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Pudges?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You can look. It's kind of funny.
That's
Which
crazy.
is weird. He doesn't have an item yet.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
They've rotated top to defend, and it looks like Pest Control is going to humor them. They don't have everybody here, and they did not know that Ed was there until they used the Q, and now they know for sure. Alba's here now. They cannot ignore the shadow. I hate when people ignore the shadow poison. They got big RP on the back line. It is going to stop him with the Ravage. It was weird that that went on as long as it did, though. They're going to take down the Magnus with the Scythe, but Necro is down, and Trollbus is going to go as well. They might get Ed. Do they have a stun? They don't. So it's a 2-for-1. Probably not too bad for Pest Control, but we did get the Scythe. Why did that Ravage not stop Magnus? Is he invulnerable during the...
Dyer's bottom tower. Wow, that was forget I said that. Their bottom
What, was
tower
he
is in trouble,
skewering?
though. Dyer's historical bottom tower is destroyed.
It does stop
After
him.
Jeff bottom.
Yeah, but like for some reason it took forever. Like
I was given just the Jeff bottom thing.
it looked to me like it didn't stop him. Like he got really far. I don't know. Maybe it did.
I'll take
I'm not gonna lie, Purple. I haven't been watching the game, so I
Well,
can't.
you know, can't blame
I'm
you.
kind of
They do
like-
stop Ed in mid. There's a lot of creeps here too. But the answer is here, and Jakiro is way too far out. The AA blast is going to hit onto Shadow Demon. They're going to get the free support kill on Jakiro. And that's all for that engagement. This tide is very difficult for them to deal with. He now has mech completed. Bottom lane, they want to go on Alba. They know he's here. He's got Radiance. There's a lot of rotation, though. We have a Witch Doctor with the cask is not going to bounce. Really unfortunate. They will get the robotics answer, so that's fine. But it did. There's a lot of rotation. Really sad that the coconut didn't go through with the charge. They move forward, Pudge getting very low, but Ed is standing in the middle of a macro pyre. He's taking a ton of damage. Backs up. AA Blast is going to get onto the CK, who's going to pick up the AA kill, but he might end up dying. Oh no, he's backing up. He's got Earn Charge on him, but I don't think that's enough. And a free little support kill there at the end. And Golf Wrensday continues to get a decent amount of these fights, but Nest does take the top tier 2 during that. Well, they want to get the Strakiro.
Ness not showing up for a team fight. That's a better combo.
I don't mind that one.
Purple,
weird. It was kind of a
we
weird
aren't
fight.
supposed to flame our teammates.
That's true. He got to tier 2. This fight is pretty inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. They are going to get Ed. But that huge... Now Ness is going to show up and he's going to get a killing spree. And Alba's going to get a double kill. And they might be able to get Duobear as well, who's trying to pick up a Witch Doctor kill as consolation prize. He will get that. But it looks like he's going to pay with his life. 4 for 2. DD rune on the Nest Knight. Who does have the Desert completed, so he has 6 stacks now.
You can't improve.
Good job,
until you
Ness. I'm
make
proud of you.
mistakes.
I mean, this team definitely scales way harder. Yeah. I think this is a bad situation for Wrensday.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
They have yet to take a tower. They were pushing that bottom tier 1 for so long. I just assumed that it went down eventually, but it did not. There's not a single tower down. And they only have 1 outward tower remaining. Alba is being hunted by multiple heroes right now and is standing there taking the outpost. Very important objective to stand there and take when you're alone in the enemy triangle. Ness is going to tip Alba because he realizes he realizes that's a ridiculous play. How much you want to bet Alba said, I'm going to take this and die, and that's why he tipped him? I bet Alba called it.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're in the vicinity
that
of Dyer's top
seems...
tower, I'd put on a hard.
Talk about scaling. Witch Doctor's got a Midas as well. This team 6k up, and they've got this team.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine, you can look.
Golf is going to take their first tower. Took them long enough. Get one last glyph, and it's going to get a double glyph. They actually they're going to let him take the tower, but they wanted to pay for it. Big disruption save on the site. Thoticus making a big play, and they might get the answer onto Alba. He's going to go down. Ness is going to pick up the kill onto Pudge, but now he's getting super low. Dubu doing some work. Oh, the blink is able to get off. They didn't have any way to stop it. Robotics is looking for an RP and ends up using it on a creep. Very well done. And that's a 4-for-1 trade. It looked like it could go either way for a bit there. I thought they were going to get the Nest kill, but he got the blink off, and they barely get Thoticus out of there, who had probably the play of the fight with that disruption save on the scythe, but wasn't enough to actually turn the fight for them. Unfortunate. I think this TA is a little big right now and going to be very difficult for them to deal with.
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
Now they'll go into Roche Pit. This is a very good Roche team with the TA and the Gush.
I am not a betting man, unless it's bad. Worst case, but if I was, I'd bet on Radiant's top tower coming down.
This time Ness is going to take the Aegis. Learned from his mistake last time. What's funny is he's less squishy than last time. So I don't know what changed. Probably just his mentality. He's learning. He's growing. There's a Pudge setup here. Could look for a hook, but realizes that's probably a bad decision. But
You know, one thing I didn't even consider is that they do technically have a counter to the Necro with the Pudge. I wonder if that's why they picked it.
yeah, I mean, The Pudge is good in a couple ways, but I still don't think you pick it as a safe lane carry.
I don't think you pick it either. I think there's different heroes that you could pick other than the freaking Pudge, but
It isn't here's the thing. As a support, I think it's great in the TA. As a core, I don't think it's great in the
Dire's
TA.
bottom tower is gone to be with a big brick in the sky. Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah.
about to be a pile of smoking rocks. Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower.
Because the hook is real nice to reposition her and burn the refresh. Wow, top lane, there's a fight going on. I don't know why. They're pushing to tier 3. And they're gonna get Phantom Jellybean. Pudge respawns, and they do not care about their racks. I'm so confused right now.
what the fuck?
There's no TP on Pudge. They can't defend this.
Again, I said that.
He responded to the fight top.
Power farm up now.
What are they doing?
Radiant's got a real hate on for Dire's bottom barrel.
Ravage is available. There's literally, I wonder if they're calling out that Pudge can't. I don't think they know that Pudge can't respond. Look at this Ravage combo with the Witch Doctor. Unfortunately, it didn't get the Maledict onto him first. The Disruption's going to be there to try to slow down the damage. It's so close. They do get him with the Maledict. The RP is down. The RP was used previously, so Robotics is trying to make his way out of here and is not going to make it due to the Meteor Hammer and the Anchor Smash. They are going to get Witch Doctor, but they lose their racks. So at this point, Pest Control got what they came for. Just going to be about mitigating the losses in the trade. They burn the Aegis. They also kill Necro, absolutely inconsequentially there. And now Ness is going to die for the second time. Thought maybe he could get a kill onto Pudge, but was disabled. They got their racks. They aren't too upset about that.
Bounty.
1,000 gold swing.
Ness popped the freaking trap just to troll with Pudge. Why didn't it AA ult the freaking fountain?
He had it up. That's sad.
They knew they had the trap.
Always got to go for that play as an AA. It's the most feel-good moment you can have on a hero.
It was it's such an easy ult too, because you know Pudge is going there now. Like, gosh, that's disappointing. You had the trap to slow him down to let your ult get there enough time. Oh, gosh, that's so funny.
Shadow Demon is almost completed on the axe. Will be pretty big.
Is it though?
Is it though? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't think it is.
That's nice. It's game against Tide, right? Who's been a big deal in these fights? It's a big front line. Whoa! Hooked Tide Hunter. I don't think you want to hook Tide Hunter. That anchor is going to slow him down, but he's got the...
It's not going to slow him down when
he's got the BKB, yeah. Looked cool, though.
Yeah.
Hit him pop it.
Are you doing the drum?
No, that's in game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Unless you're doing it in Discord, it is in game. That is that is a voice line in game.
Okay. I was just like.
I don't see anybody doing it though. Yeah, it is weird. Oh, they engage on a Ness who's really caught out here.
He's
Big
just dead.
RP. The Ravage is going to slow this down a bit. They're trying to get Ness out to the other side. They're going to lose CK. It looks like, yeah, they do lose CK. They lose Shadow Demon as well. Right now it's a 2 for 1. In the back line, they go Witch Doctor. Pudge goes on them. But this does not look great. Gonna lose the Pudge.
Hook onto nothing.
Hook onto nothing. Bobbing and weaving. 4 heroes for 1. It was a great start to the fight, but I think at this point they're just kind of too far behind. It's tough to... You put all your effort into killing this TA, that took a really long time, and then you have to kill a Necro and a Tide after that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of worries going into this match about Alba being mid, since he hasn't really played mid in a while, and I can confidently say that those worries were founded because he has been completely inconsequential, but it hasn't mattered.
He did lose then, I think, in this game. Like, he got solo killed, right?
Yes, so... he did get solo killed.
But it's still a Necro, and I don't think they have the best answer to it.
Well, Pest made sure of that by countering their own hero with the AA.
I just like, I do not think
TA jumps in. Not going to get the kill. The disruption is there. They go on to Alba, bring him down with the macro fire, but he still has a ton of health remaining. Has that shard to get out. And they used an ult for nothing.
5+ Greaves. Like, they're not
this Tide is honestly the best pick of the game, I think.
Yeah.
They really don't have a way to deal with him.
You know what would have been a better hero instead of Pudge? This is what they should have done, okay? I'm giving girlfriends some good advice here, okay?
Oh, CK went on the back line and got Witch Doctor. Didn't even notice. The RP does come out. You're going to get the AA. Pull him back. They do pull him back with the Tide. Just got the Greaves up in one, which is going to extend the life of Troll Bus a bit. They're taking a long time to pull down this AA, and they're losing multiple heroes to do it. They do finally get him, but everybody else is going to die. This is going to be the GG call.
You're a beautiful person.
Okay. As I was saying, what they should have picked...
A big charge. Alba goes into the base. He doesn't have Ghost Shroud up. But still able to get out.
Okay. Instead of the Pudge pause one...
Somebody engage quickly. Yeah, TA goes in. Now we get to stop Orion for the 5th time. Gets the kill onto Jakira.
Okay. Instead of picking the Pudge pause one, this is what they should have done. You put CK as your pause one, okay? And then you pick Doom, because Doom actually counters so much.
Yeah, I feel like Doom should honestly be played as a support currently, because he's like literally just a counter in certain games, and it's just a Doom. And you don't really need that on a core. Hello Robotics just disconnects from the game after the GG call. That's game. Very uneventful 2-0 for Pest Control. Again, this series means nothing. So while they can take pride in it, the only pride they should have is that they're not last place.
We made playoffs.
We made playoffs. Congrats, everybody. Absolute waste of time, but at least they made it quick for us.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
We did it.
Oh yeah, wait, let's do a winner's interview. People definitely want to hear that.
Oh my god.
Winner's interview.
Winner's interview for Donut.
Winner's interview with Pest Control's captain Asma.
Oh my god, it's so easy. You just say it as it sounds.
Thoughts on the games?
I feel like we just had better drafts both games. I was through the loop. I was sold that Chaos Knight was pause 3, and then they picked Pudge and Magnus, and I was like, is this a pause 1 Chaos Knight? I was so confused. But then I was justified that it was pause 3 Chaos Knight again.
Yeah, we were very confused in that draft because we thought you guys actually had done something terrible, but then they did something worse. We're like, why would they pick TA into a Pudge Jakiro?
Because I'm simply fucking better, boys.
Well,
I'm simply better.
Well, here's the thing. It literally didn't matter because they picked the 2 hardest counters to TA and then laned them in the other lane. I have no idea. I was like, what's going on? TA shouldn't be having a game, but they put CK Shadow Demon in lane against her. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter because they literally just ignored the counter that they had. So,
yeah. I want to say shout out to Dubu for letting us play this game. He probably could have gotten a forfeit win today if he absolutely wanted to.
Well, it would have been inconsequential because this series meant literally
It
nothing.
literally
so,
meant nothing.
It was everything. It was on the line.
No.
Everything was on the line.
yes.
It kind of does. So, in the sense, the top of lower bracket, the top of the lower bracket gets a better matchup in their first week against.
So yeah, whoever
losers.
2-0'd this match gets to be against the person they 2-0'd. That's the advantage.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what's gonna happen probably.
Wait,
Oh,
yeah.
are we gonna fight Pest? We're gonna fight him again?
I mean, we'll
Probably.
see. You might.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Hopefully we can play not. Maybe who knows? Maybe you'll have a stand-in for me.
Alba, congrats.
Dubu is gonna be so upset at me messaging him again saying, "Can we reschedule?"
Alba, congrats on the series. We talked about how big of a deal it was for you to play mid when you haven't played in a while, and luckily it didn't matter how inconsequential you were because you were completely inconsequential in both games.
Woo!
But it just didn't matter.
Like the top net worth in game 2. Yeah, game 1, Alba finished that game and he said, "I felt like I did nothing."
I mean, well, at the end of game, towards the end of game 2, it was meaningful, I guess, but it still felt like the best tied game you could ever have.
Yeah, the tide felt very good there. I mean, honestly, both games, once we started pushing, it just felt like we didn't need to stop.
Yes.
I went back through my history and I have played 2 mid games in the past 2 months.
Nice.
I did love you taking that outpost and dying, and
yeah,
Ness
and then
tipping
getting
you.
tipped.
I was like, there's no way they'll just run at us here. I was like, oh, alright, never mind.
Yeah, that's when I told Alba he was kicked from the team.
Yeah.
Also, the whole time, Ness was threatening to GG in all chat the whole time.
No.
What?
Yeah, no,
I
he
said
heard
at
it.
the end
I
of the
heard it.
game,
He
Okay,
said,
guys,
it would have
I
been
made an
based as
oopsie.
fuck.
All right, guys.
To be called GG at the end before they
"What,
did.
Ricky?
I made a bit of an oopsie. You can see it in the team chat, though.
What did you say? Easy?
I did accidentally, but I meant to send it. I sent it in a PM to my friend, and it's sent in post game.
Oh my god!
It literally says
Oh
2.
my
I'm so
God.
sorry, guys.
Say you're
Oh
sorry
my
to
God.
message
Please.
them
I
down.
did. I apologize. I meant to send it to my friend. I'm so fucking sorry. Holy
Oh
shit.
my God.
Did your
Not
little
just
brother
a draft
your
penalty. Ricky's suspended for 2 seasons.
No! I'm sorry.
I will say as well, you guys might have a draft
You
penalty
guys
for
might get a
playing with
penalty.
Blitz's feet team
Yeah,
last
what the fuck?
the first game too.
That's
what?
against the
Oh,
rules.
no.
That's
Because that
against the
could be a
rules.
penalty, but
Wait, the penalty for saying easy?
no,
No,
for
yes.
playing as the wrong team in
And
game
then the
1.
wrong team.
Oh, okay,
that
but
was-
what I said in the post game isn't bad, right? I apologized, but
Well, it's
So-
definitely bad, but if you apologize, it's probably fine.
Yeah. So what happened with that? As soon as I joined the lobby, they immediately started.
Yeah,
I did not have a chance to join.
Well, Blitz's
I
feet
joined-
has a 1-0 record this season.
Woo! Blitz's feet number 1. You're welcome, boys. That definitely wasn't my team.
No.
We might get a draft penalty for that.
Dude, who the fuck cares? We spend 90% of our draft time just bullshitting anyways. We don't need
that
draft
is fucking
time.
true. That is so true.
Yeah, well, the reason it's a problem is because when you click on the team name, because a lot of people click, I click on team name when scouting, and that game won't show up when they're scouting your team.
Oh no, dude, they're not gonna see my sick quant mid game.
That's true.
Yeah, that you drew.
Wait, I have a question for Ness. Why no Luna game 2?
Because they had
Shadow
Shadow
I
Demon.
was debating it, then they saw
Shadow Demon
Shadow
is a
Demon,
counter.
and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so.
but it's
This is so funny though, because I'm like,
There's one
because
counter
I
versus
said they're probably going to do
3
Shadow
or
Demon.
2.
There is the counter, but TA is way harder counter this game.
like I said, I am a man. I saw the Jakiro, I saw the Shadow Demon, I
And
saw
you
the
knew-
Fudge,
and you
and
knew
I'm
that
like,
they wouldn't go to your lane.
this is the most terrible TA game I've ever seen in my life. Let's pick the TA.
He did no. He's like, I know it's a bad idea, but give me TA. And then we said, yeah, sure, fucking dude.
It didn't
Oh
matter
my
at
God.
all. It's so funny. I actually, because I said afterwards, I was like, Or I said during the game, I was like, it's funny because this is a terrible TA game, but because of how they laned, it's actually a great TA game because TA rips apart the Pudge later in the game. It's only the lane that's the problem. But
also, man, we defended that tier 1 for so long with just one person, and we were just getting so much more farm where they were just trying to attack a tier 1 that I don't think they ever took.
I got a decent amount of early scythe kills.
Eventually.
Despite the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon did have some pretty good scythe saves.
So. Oh, yeah.
I think
Shadow Demon was
like
a great
2
pickup.
of them?
I think it was like...
It was
2 or
at
3
least
of
2.
them.
I remember 2.
Because I think I entered the game with like 6 or 7 scythe kills.
I remember 2. Thonicus had a lot of good plays in general.
Looking back on it, I was depending. We probably should have banned Shadow Demon instead of Grim, but I think Grim was also still a super good ban.
I think Grim's still the better play.
I think picking the AA for no reason is stupid.
What? No, it's really good into CK.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's
scary.
No, okay.
I don't think it's good enough to warrant it.
When you picked it, they only showed the CK. It is not good enough to pick at that point.
I think it's fine to pick
we wanted
into CK.
it because not only because it was good into CK, but also we didn't want to get a pick into Necro.
Right, but you had a ban.
You can just ban it.
You had the ban available. This is literally what PSGS just did to us as well. Instead of banning the AA, they picked it in game 2 because they had the Necro.
I think AA is really good into CK. Makes it
I
just
don't
where you
think
can't
And I
get
think
armlet.
when they first picked it, we thought it was a 1, right? Until
Here's the
they picked
thing.
more
Yeah.
heroes.
I don't think it's the worst thing. I do think it's good into CK. However, you guys I think you were given a freebie because a TAAA lane into Pudge Shakiro would have been a disaster.
Yes.
It would have been a straight up disaster.
Yes.
And they just didn't do it. So it didn't matter.
Well, that's not our fault.
That's true. I'm just saying for
Honestly,
drafting purposes, I'm saying it could have gone way worse.
No, listen. I'm just sorry you're not good enough where you can't predict where they're going in lanes.
It's true. We did not predict that.
Imagine
very
someone who's
confused
so bad
when
at
the game
drafting
started.
that you can't even 2-0 them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's very true. No, we had a very bad draft against you guys too. I don't remember what the draft was, but it was bad. All right, we'll say goodbye to everybody at home. Any shots? Any shout outs?
No, all my fans are already in the chat. You saw them.
I think they're mad.
We
We
had
so
no
good
idea who they were
players.
talking about.
Yeah, we had no clue who they were talking about.
They don't watch Dota, or they don't really know anything about Dota at all. So,
Well, they knew you were feeding, but
yes.
that's about it. But good luck going into next week, which is tiebreakers, which you guys won't be a part of.
Yeah, good luck
Also,
with you guys
upper
doing
brackets for
tiebreakers.
bitches.
True. So
That
next
is
series
true.
for you guys will be playoffs. You should have a
Easy
2-week
games.
break as well, I believe. So
Woo!
Oh man, is that going to be Thanksgiving week? Wait, what?
I
A
don't
2-week
know.
break? No, that's like the week before.
So we have a week
Thanksgiving.
off, and then oh no, guys, I'm driving to Florida on the 16th.
Oh,
7-hour
my
drive.
7-hour drive.
It's more than that. It's more than 7 hours.
Time.
That's a 14-hour drive.
14-hour drive. Better start a little earlier this time.
I better start like
We're
fucking
gonna
6
stop and get a hotel just to play Dota. We're gonna
Yeah.
stop, bring out my computer.
Yeah,
just to
drive
No,
like
get the
8
Steam
hours.
Deck at the McDonald's.
Steam Deck.
Wi-Fi, McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Tell kids
I'd
go to play
I'd
place for 2 hours.
go to an IHOP actually.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd go to an IHOP.
Well, GG's everybody. Good. This very consequential match. A lot on the line. You guys brought it home 2-0. Well
I took
done.
2.5 hours of PTO for this, so I thank you.
Oh
Awesome.
man, I just reading my Discord. So Dubu is saying that you need to get here in 5 minutes, or my team is forcing my hands. I showed up at 9:16.
Jesus.
We were very close to forfeiting game 1.
Jeez.
All right. Well, GG's everybody.
Thank you for casting purple.
Wonderful
All
night,
right.
everybody who showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Let's go.
My 369 followers was ruined by one of your friends, but that's fine.
Woo!
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time.